The gamification of learning is an educational approach to motivate students to learn by using video game design and game elements in learning environments. The goal is to maximize the fun factor and the level of engagement for the students through capturing their interest and inspiring them to continue learning. The earliest game that was used for educational purposes was a computer program game developed in 1970 by Seymour Papert and Wally Ferzig called Logo. Logo blended mathematics and programming by teaching players the basics of coding by directing a turtle-shaped cursor to draw lines. One of the most well-known educational games, Oregon Trail, was released in 1971. Although not available at home until the first mass-produced personal computers, Oregon Trail could be found in some form at virtually every school from the 1970s until today. This game put educational gaming on the map. The goal of this game is to teach American geography and history by having the player guide a family on their way across the country during the 1800s. As was true with that time period, the trail was rife with sickness, starvation, and death. Back then, the educational gaming business was not vast. It wasn't until Apple II personal computers were released in 1977 and the Commodore 64 in 1982 that the educational gaming business changed drastically, and now educational games could be played at home on disk. When the CD-ROM was invented in 1982, educational gaming really took off. With an increase in disk space for games, more and bigger games could be made. Companies sprung up left and right trying to help players learn new subjects in a fun way. One of the educational games created was Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, which was released in 1985. The game had players chasing after thieves all around the globe and quizzing them with randomly generated geography questions. This game was considered one of the first fun educational games. Another difficult subject to get kids interested in is math, and Math Blaster, developed in 1987, allowed them to become more interested in the subject. By playing as an alien trying to find his dog by blasting equations in space, kids were able to get excited about numbers and about math. Math Blaster did for math and algebra what Carmen Sandiego did for geography. In 1991, the internet was introduced. Although not widely used in every home PC at the time, it greatly advanced the possibilities of gaming and educational gaming for many years to come. Remember the creator of Star Wars, George Lucas? Lucasfilm Games, which was founded by filmmaker George Lucas, had their hand in educational gaming too. Lucasfilm Games was able to appeal to kids with their use of licensed character and brands, particularly with a 1998 Star Wars droid building game called Star Wars DroidWorks. This game taught science through the construction of droids and had the player create droids complete puzzles. With branding now a factor in educational gaming, more budget could be allocated to such games, increasing their production value and popularity. More recently, Nintendo consoles have had success with educational gaming. With the touchscreen of the Nintendo DS, Brain Age and Big Brain Academy allowed players to play games in a large variety of subjects. Depending on the cartridge, one could learn the basics of language, solve puzzles to keep their brain active throughout the day, or learn how to better their math or reading skills. The most popular kids' educational game today is undeniably Minecraft. Minecraft was released in 2011 and allows children to learn just about anything, as long as someone takes the time to develop a custom map for it. Parents host classroom-style servers where the children can learn school subjects and play with others their age. This game can be anything that the player wants it to be, which makes it so appealing to kids and parents alike. So much has changed in the last 30 years regarding educational gaming. From the 8-bit survival game Oregon Trail to the voxel based building game of Minecraft, educational gaming continues to follow the trends of technology and innovation by trying to create the perfect blend of learning and fun.